Hi, welcome back to Bill's Cichlid Room. I hope everyone's looking forward to the holiday season. I'm getting myself all ready. I've got my Christmas haircut, just finished watching the World Cup, so I thought let's do a video about what's happened in the fish room last week. Well, I come home from work on Tuesday last week, come down to the fish room to feed the fish, and thought something's not right here, it seems really quiet. What had happened is the air pump had actually packed in. And for those people that know what I do in the fish room, all the tanks are actually run by sponge filters that are all done off this one air pump that you'll see here. So yeah, come home from work, the air pump had died. It was probably about 5:30 there on the Tuesday. Obviously all the pet shops are open. So I thought, what do you do? I've got no filtration. I was in work on the Wednesday, so I had no chance to actually get out and buy one. Looking on the internet, everything's like 48-hour delivery, and obviously you've got to be there for it to be delivered. I could get it delivered to work, but you're still looking at the Thursday if it turned up. But at this time of year with delays, it was probably going to be the Friday. So what do you do? So what I decided to do, first off, not to panic. That's the worst thing that you can do. So what I did is I stopped feeding the fish, so they went on like a diet for a couple of days. So I stopped feeding the fish, and I actually did a 50% water change. So I did the 50% water change on the Wednesday night. So I'll put up some footage about, this was the Wednesday night, just after I'd done the water change, just so you can see what was happening. So I was a bit concerned about the lack of oxygen and obviously the filtration with all the good bacteria. So yeah, 50% water change, and that seemed to do the job. So the unfortunate thing for me that actually happened is it was the spare air pump that actually went. So the main one that I got, I bought second hand when I set the fish room up again about 3 years ago. So that one was running quite happily. I was at the auction, seen like a smaller one, so I got that one as a spare just in case something happened to the main one. About 6 months later, the main one went down. It was the diaphragm, so I put the spare one in with the intention of getting a spare diaphragm or getting another pump, but never actually got round to it. So yeah, that one went. So it was the Tuesday night. So we had a fish club meeting planned for the Thursday, and Mal Rimmer, who's the chairman of the North West Cichlid Group, has actually got a pet shop in Southport called the New Aqua Store. So I got in touch with Mal and said, have you got any air pumps in? Told him what had happened. He said, yeah, I'll bring you one along on Thursday. So I had to wait till Thursday night. So the fish they went without filtration. So probably most of Tuesday, all of Wednesday, and it was about 10 o'clock at night on the Thursday when I got back in from the fish club. So it was like best part of 3 days without any filtration in any of my tanks. But with not feeding the fish and doing the 50% water change, I had no problems at all. All the fish were all healthy, no losses. So yeah, all's well that ends well, as they say. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope it's a bit of a cautionary tale for you. Always get a spare air pump just in case. I'm going to have to get another one myself, or at least a diaphragm for my first one, because yeah, I'm without a spare at the moment. But yeah, the first thing is don't panic. I know it happens in other parts of the world when they have power cuts and they have to go for 48 hours or longer without any power at all. So that's your heat as well as your filtration and the light that goes down. And yeah, it's not a good thing when it happens. And I know there are ways around it with generators and things, but yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, just the filtration going down, it's not as bad as what it could be. I sort of thought of it as when you're transporting fish from like Central America over to Europe. So they're in a little plastic bag, aren't they, for, I don't know what, 48 hours or more. So they've got no oxygen and no filtration, and the only heat is the poly box with a heat pack in if you're lucky. So yeah, they make it there all right. So the tanks, apart from one or two that are a bit overstocked at the moment, yeah, there's not that many fish in the tanks, so yeah, I wasn't overly concerned. But yeah, whatever you do, don't panic. Just sort it out the best that you can. Water changes, like cut down on the food, get like the replacement plugged in as soon as possible, and hopefully you should be all right. So anyway, let's close it up there. So that's it for today's episode from Bill's Cichlid Room, and I'll see you all, if not before Christmas. I'm planning on putting a few videos out in between Christmas and New Year. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, leave a like, and I'll see you all on the next one.